A little bit of a somber day around the farm today. Randy realizing he lost not one, but 2 fields of withered crops. That's just not it. When you invest in a new field, you need to be making that money. Gosh darn it, Randy. This is episode 55 of Canadian Family Farms. Going on, everyone? Dirty Randy here. How you doing? I'm doing pretty alright. We're out here nice and early. Already did our pre-checks, and we're rolling. You know, we're planting barley in our big field here, and it should be a pretty good day. It's a little bit after 6 o'clock, and, well, the sun is up. No point in wasting any more time, so we're getting right to it, you know. Lots more to do after this gets finished up, so hopefully we can do it in a pretty time-sensitive manner. We'll try and make these corners pretty decent. This field is thankfully a little bit flatter than the one we were attacking the other day, and well, the big grain trailer was sliding around with that extra weight. It was tough. Some of those corners, like, it would literally just pull you down. Gravity was rolling on it, and you know, it would tug the seeder down a little bit with it, but hopefully we shouldn't have too many of those problems today. You know, you live and learn, and we're getting her done. No weeds are going to be popping up in these fields, thankfully, for this harvest as well. So that is a big bonus. So our other field that we did just last month full of wheat should be looking pretty good. You know, look at that. Just over there. Oh, yeah. No big weeds popping up, and it's looking good. So this is the game plan early this morning. We have some eggs we could sell. Oh, see, I cut that corner a little poorly, but that one was my bad. You know, we have some eggs that we could sell. I believe we're taking some corn down to the fish factory this morning, the fish farm down there, and dropping off some corn, so they should be topped up for a little bit. That is awesome. And then you know, I don't know, we'll see where the day takes us. We've got some oat fields now. We've got barley and wheat, so we're kind of rolling the big 3 grains there, looking good. And it's just a matter of waiting for harvest seasons and getting them all taken care of. You know, I feel like just 2 passes and we're already approaching a third of the way done this field. Not quite, but we're getting there. You know, and I do like this setup. You know, if you were following along, listening last month, you know, we were trying out some different tractors on this guy, and it just didn't seem to be working, even if they had more horsepower. You know, this old articulated boy does the job. You know, it's a little bit bouncy, but I mean, I like it in here. Feels like home. You know, we'll look at getting a new tractor one of these days, but that is a big expense. And of course, we're doing all right at the moment. We kind of have just enough tractors to get by with everything we're doing. So we're going to kind of push her to the limits until we need to. But one day, I would love to replace, not necessarily fully replace this guy. You know, I'm sure I'd love to hang on to it and still find some uses for it around the farm. Oh, come on now. But, you know, would like to have a big boy upgrade at one point as well. You know, none of these tractors we really bought ourselves. None of them are really mine. You know, they're more family units, if anything. I would love to go buy one just for myself, a big tractor that's just Randy's, you know, and we'll see. So, but we can't be selfish with the money. You know, we got to make sure we have enough to keep operations all rolling. Thankfully, right now, we're doing pretty good, but still nowhere near how much we would need for, I don't know, you know, something big that I have in mind. I don't know exactly what I would purchase, but, you know, I know it's not going to be cheap. So we're going to keep rolling on this field, try and get better at our corners there. We're not quite swinging the grain trailer around far enough, but we're not leaving any gaps either. So, you know, you give and you take. But we'll get her done, keep going here, and see what the day has in store for us.
Right, well, all the seed's in the ground now, so that is awesome. And this tractor is, well, it was already in front of the roller, so we may as well just start getting her done. Although I am tempted to get some other stuff done, because it's come to my attention that we may have done goofed a little bit and missed a harvest completely. Our oats. I don't understand when or how that happened, but apparently it did. You know, I was looking at the planting windows, and we planted it in about the middle of summer there, and there is actually another harvest window that sneaks in like right before the end of the year. I think it goes all the way into like November, and I guess that was our window, you know, which would make sense when I went to spray them, why it did absolutely nothing, because those crops were already fully grown and ready to harvest. So yeah, that makes sense with that. Sorry, just taking forever getting this guy lined up, but it should be alright. I'm just going to pull it up to the road here, and I believe my dad is back now with the other tractor, so he's going to hop in there, and we're going to go check out our mistakes. Not sure why he left it in the middle of the grass field, but hey, away she goes. Could be worse. I think, well, we're already in here. We may as well just grab some more grain for the chickens. We still got plenty of corn. That is awesome. 61, 58, so pretty even on our two grains we use for the chickens there. But we have a field of both, you know, so both of those are going to be getting topped up a little bit this year. And, well, I guess since we don't have oats going anymore, you know, the sooner we get that field turned over, we might be able to get even more into the silos by the end of the year. Oh, came in a little hot there. All good. Let's see if we can squeeze her in here past the fence post. Straighten her out. We don't want to hug the fence too much because we still need a little bit of room to turn in. That should be pretty good. Might hit the house. The chicken house. Oh, yeah. Alright. Looking good. These guys should be fine for now. Looks like we got a fair bit of eggs, actually, on the Peterbilt there. And let's just leave this guy right there. Good to go for now. Oh, it's go time. So, let's just go check out. Yeah, well, they look withered, that's for sure. That's unfortunate. That's just our calendar here. So, yeah, you know, July, August, we must have put those in. And, you know, November, December, even, yeah, they were, I guess they were probably ready around then, and we just missed it. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate, and especially if we've known, we maybe could have done some more about it. But for now, this is just a gross field right now. Shameful, but I guess we can rip through it. We want to be careful because we do have a field on the other side of this, but there's also another field on the other side of that had oats. And well, we said when it got harvested, we were going to turn this into another grass field. But obviously we never harvested it. We let it wither like a maroon. So I guess there's nothing left to do but tear it up. You know, I don't know, do we mulch that? Maybe? I feel like we got to do something to it before we just straight up, you know, put other stuff in the ground or anything like that. Like, there's just so much extra material, you know. We do have a mulcher, actually, and I think it was kind of on the chopping block of whether or not we're even going to keep it, because we haven't really used it for too much. But hey, I guess if we're making mistakes like this, we might need to use it. So that tractor seems like overkill. The other Massey is going to be real dusty, so I guess we're going to use this one. Seems like the next best choice. Even then, you know, I feel like we don't have a newer, small-ish, medium-sized tractor. you know, which, nothing wrong with the old ones, it's just the new ones. There we go. Newer ones, you know, they're just a little bit quicker, honestly. They shift faster, got a higher top speed. You know, I'm not too keen on all the newer gadgets and stuff. Yeah, they help, but, you know, I like them old school. It's just having a lot of these jobs to get done sometimes. You know, once we're getting further away from the field, it's like, if we have tractors that can go a bit faster, that is awesome. But mind you, this one's actually ripping for an old boy. Doing well. I'll take it, you know. We're going to go just deal with the grass field. And I think start attacking that one. Because it's smaller, we probably can get her all done today. Hopefully, maybe, fingers crossed. And then, you know, I guess if that other field gets rolled out, maybe we get some help mulching this one up. And starting to turn this one over, because I guess the sooner we can get something in the ground there, the better. It's a shame. We had a cover crop on there too, fully fertilized. I guess, you know, away she goes. But we'll see how this mulcher plays out right here. Lower her down. There. Yeah, okay. Well, that's the dustiest thing I've ever seen, but we'll get her done, I guess. What other choice do we have, you know? And then once this is all cleared, I don't know if there's rocks on this field. I don't think we've stone picked it, and most of the fields we buy are littered with stones, which means we're probably going to have to cultivate and or even plow this field in order to get at those rocks. You can see them down there. So right now, I don't think we could run the rock picker over and scoop them up. I think it actually, you know, will take plowing or cultivating to do that, but away she goes. Only have to really do it once if we're turning this into a nice grass field, thankfully. But still, fair bit of work. We knew it was coming. We just thought it would be a little bit later. A little bit of a head start on this field. Hopefully that should help him. But getting my little brother onto the mulcher there, and we hopefully don't need to cultivate it and just reuse that soil without really getting too deep in it. I am going to cultivate that other field though for the grass, just so that we can churn up whatever else. There is rocks on it. There wasn't on that other one. And then hopefully we should be in a pretty good spot. And the rain just started pouring down out of nowhere. Oh, good. We're going to run over there with this big disc harrow and get that field churned up a little bit. Thankfully, we got all of our seed and whatnot in the ground without too much hassle today. It's a shame we lost that field. Sorry, Mom. Didn't want the horses anyways. But that's all right. I wouldn't mind having the horses around. You know, it is just a little bit more work, but I wouldn't really have to do too much of it, so I just wanted to get a bunch of feed. I don't want that running up my bills, but we just wasted a bunch of money on it anyways. Way she goes. Yeah, maybe should have done that backside to give him some more room to turn around, but all good. Let's get this guy unfolded and get rolling. Well, not quite rolling, but, you know, in a non-literal sense. I mean, I guess the tires are rolling, but you know what I mean. We're going to get going. Probably going to have more rocks coming up here. Away she goes. And then, well, actually, you know what? We might not even have more rocks coming up. We're not really going that deep. We're not plowing. I don't believe this field needs it when I looked. If it does, then, well, we got more work to do. Alright, well, the rain is not showing any signs of slowing down at the moment, but we're getting stuff done. Let's see if we can squeeze this guy in here. A little bit of a tough angle. Just readjust. We got this. I guess that's not its normal bay, but that's alright. That doesn't matter too much. Do something like so. That's pretty good. We're gonna go out there, keep rolling on that grass, well, soon to be grass field. So we're gonna go grab the stone picker and keep rolling from there. I just want to have a peek at something. 250. Just checking out the model number of our combine there real quick, because a little birdie told me that there is a combine in the store right now that might have our name on it. Obviously, not going to be cheap, but you know, it is similar. So if we were looking to get kind of one and the same that we already have, this could be an opportunity. There is, you know, obviously two different types of headers. We could get more header pieces if we needed. That way we can actually run two, but that's the other issues, you know, we pretty much just only have enough money to buy the combine, I would imagine. You know, we only have about $200,000. A header piece alone can be upwards of $50,000 to $100,000. So, you know, we don't even have the extra money to buy a second piece for it to even get that done. So I don't know, it might be a little bit premature. Of course, we got some eggs and stuff that we maybe could sell, but still, it's going to be kind of close. Rain just stopped on us, thankfully. There we go. It is just coming up to 6 o'clock today, and we're getting one of these jobs done. You know, one of the last few jobs we need to do after these stones are gone. You know, like, look at that trail we're leaving behind. That looks like some nice soil that we probably could put some grass down in. So that is that's exciting. I love seeing this nice fresh dirt color. It is I don't know, gets you going a little bit. Let's see about turning here. We'll probably not do anything too fancy, you know, with the headland. Just try and rip around and get her done efficiently as we can. And then, I don't believe this needs lime. It doesn't need plowing. So as far as I'm concerned, after this is done, we're good to put grass in the ground here. You know, that's exciting. Keep an eye on our other fields and stuff. Of course, I think we maybe need to get some fertilizer down, some liquid fertilizer, before we get too deep into our seasons here. And before we know it, we're going to be harvesting, and we forgot to put that down. So I think next month, set our eyes on just putting grass in this field quickly, and then getting some fertilizing done, taking care of those things. And of course, our other big withered field over there. What can you do besides just keep moving forward and hopefully get some more seed in the ground there as soon as possible? You know, probably not going to go with oats. We're just going to bite the bullet and leave that for now. Maybe we'll buy some horses and some horse feed. just as an I'm sorry so that we can still have the horses around. But, you know, might be a little bit before we can get our own oats going, you know, way she goes. But we're getting stuff done on this field. Pretty efficient, actually. You'll love to see it. We got, well, one more full pass and then cleaning up the corners. So not too bad, but there's just a ton of stones here. So glad we're getting these removed, taken care of, and all picked up. Let's grab this corner while we're here. Try not to run onto our field there. That's pretty close. Let's see how our reversing skills are. Can we just go straight back here? Like so. Alright. And now we go forwards. Well, not bad. We just weren't the full width that we needed to get done. So let's grab this little strip and then go down that last one. Take care of the corners on the other end. And we're laughing, you know, pretty good. Pretty good. Not a bad day, besides, of course, the bad news. Learning that we done goofed and we lost a bunch of crop. So that's never exciting. But, you know, way she goes. Stuff done. Rock picker is unloaded. We're going to stop here and top up with some diesel as well, because we're starting to run a little low. This guy into the shop here quick, because we did order some weights for this guy. So we're going to put those on and see if it makes a difference. We probably should repair this guy. $7,200. We're not going to get any better. Let's do it. That's a little bit of a belt, but way she goes. Yeah, so we got twin wheels on here. Oh no, is there no twins with weights? Because that was, I was told there should be weights with the twins. Maybe they were not. Okay, so we got wides with weights, which we could try that out, I suppose. There are some different options, but I guess we don't have duals with weights on them. But you know, I'm tempted to try the wheel weights, but it's one of those things. It's like, this is 15 tons, and I mean that's 15 tons there as well. So, yeah, you know, I'm tempted to try it out like this and see how she goes. You know, I guess, yeah, the weight just isn't compatible with the duals. We already have the regular wheel, so we can take the duals off, throw the weight on, and just see how it goes. So we're gonna try that. We're just gonna move this guy forward right here for now. And moment of truth, is this guy gonna work? You can feel the weight pulling out of the garage there, backing down the hill. You know, definitely it's putting a little bit more stress on the brakes there, and the weight isn't as evenly spread out. So I don't know, maybe that's just what we needed. That does seem to be better than it was before. You know, maybe we just were not getting the traction we needed, and now we're just pushing those in nicely. So I mean, it's not perfect, but I think it's definitely better than it was. Still going kind of slow, but I mean, how fast are we expecting to go out on the field, you know? And this can do the trick, because we got a big field here to do, and of course our grass field. So, you know, we're gonna try it out. It's a little bit more focused weight on those wheels to try and tow this thing along. You know, if that doesn't work, I'm not sure what else to try with our current setup, but you know, we'll figure something out. Worst case, we just go back to the tractor we've been using, and that's that. Making it back up to the house after another long day here. Days are still getting a little bit longer. Coming into the summer, way she goes, but we got her done. So we're going to make ourselves some food. We're going to take it easy. You should do the same, and we'll see you in the next one. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. We'll be back. Stay tuned. All right. Bye-bye.